like, here comes the, here comes the, here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like that. Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like.
Hey guys, it's Jake from Team Insanity bringing you a commentary. I'm using my DM12 at Lone Wolf Indoor in Michigan. First game, I told everyone I was going to go home, but Nick and this new player had different feelings, and they didn't want me to go home, I guess. I told everyone at the very beginning, I'm going to stay home, I'm going to lane paint. Okay, you guys have pumps, let me lane paint. But, you know, that didn't happen. And I tried to, you know, they kind of blocked me from going to staying home, and yeah, I had to make a move to back right, and I got laned upon. Next game. So this was, I'm pretty sure this was like the third game into the day, not too sure. Go watch the commentary that I did earlier, not too long ago. It's on, I was using my Phantom. We had a pump day, but there was also some experienced players there. This was a mix, and this guy, there's one guy that tries to come run down the field eventually. I think it was like in a few seconds. And right here, save my teammate, bunker insurance. But anyway, so this is players that, this was like a family of like 6 or 7 or something like that. And they split them up, and one of the refs wanted me to come out and play with them, you know, not destroy them, but, you know, play with them, get some snap shooting, and give them a little bit of competition, because the problem is with new players in Speedball, they kind of sit in the back a little bit, and it's kind of boring, and it's kind of different. So they put one experienced player on both teams, so we can try to keep the game going a little bit, and if it comes down to it, we can end up finishing out a game kind of thing. They didn't want us to go out there and destroy it, but keep the game going. Shoot a little bit of paint, so when there's a stalemate, then we make our team move and make the team push a little bit, you know, because new players just kind of get behind a bunker and lock up, I guess you can say. And yeah, so here I am just snap shooting.
Your mirror.
I'm not really snap shooting right there, but
in front of you. The bunker right in front of you.
I'm trying to talk to this. This was a lady of part of the family, and I was telling her, you know, trying to tell her. I kind of forgot there was a new player, and I kept on saying your mirror, and they're just like, what is that? So, but I'm just trying to communicate and and I ended up getting bounced on my elbow pad. And it kind of startled me at first, so I kind of fell back a little bit. I ended up taking out the guy at the 50. But this is a little bit longer footage, footage. I didn't really want to just upload this on its own.
Shoot back right.
Because I just thought it'd be a little bit too boring for you guys. So let us know if you like this longer footage and this longer game type kind of stuff. And maybe I can do a little bit more. We haven't really had like a 10-minute Speedball video or upload. We kind of just have it like 3-4 minutes. So.
Yeah, that whole side is gone.
I'm trying to tell her the whole left side of the field is gone, so you gotta move.
Go get back right.
And she ended up going down the field and taking out 2 players. So good job to her. And since she took out, it was a 3-on-3, and now that she took out 2 players and she's gone, that leaves a 2-on-1. It was me at home. I didn't have much paint left because I went out there with no pods. I didn't want to go out there and, you know, shoot a lot of paint and destroy them or anything. I wanted to go out there and have them have fun. I'm not going to go out there and play I'm like playing aggressive, but I'm not playing, you know, to where they're not going to be able to get me or anything. You know, I'm not going like trying to go all ollie laying on them, I guess you can say. But so it's just me and the guy in my back right, the kid in my back right, and this was a father and son. I'm pretty sure that was either his father or his uncle or something. And yeah, I'm low on paint. That's my teammate right there. That's my last teammate. And I didn't really know what was going on, to be honest with you, at one point. Just kind of sitting here getting shot.
Hey, back right.
And I'm trying to communicate with him. And then, you know, once he moved back to back right, and me and him were next to each other. You know, we started communicating. You know, he told me that he moved up to a temple, and he moved up to the left side. And he actually moved up to the 50, and I was trying to figure out what he was saying. Didn't know that he moved up to the 50. I thought he meant the temple. And so I'm trying to get him to do all the work for me, because I don't really want to go out there and shoot his uncle or his dad or whoever it was. Plus, I didn't have much paint. I didn't want to go out there and, you know, I wanted him to go out there, have some fun, go get that kill.
Hey, go run up and get him.
Go have some fun, and that's exactly what he did. He went
run up and get him.
He went running to go get that kill. And the guy, when I move right here, you'll see the guy actually moved up to the 50 again. He moved up to the 50, then he moved back to that temple, and right here he moved up to the 50 again. I didn't see him, but the camera catches him. I hear him shooting at each other. But right there, he's crawling underneath the 50 to hide, and he pops through, and I just one-ball him. But yeah, that was that game.
Mask on, mask on.
So yeah, I was just trying to get the new players to do a little bit of work and stuff. And here's a game with more experienced players. This was a game, there wasn't many new players or anything. There was only like, you know, a few people from that family. And then me, I was on this team. I was on the snake side, I like to call it. This is my snake running side. And Aaron was on the other team. And let me think, who else? Jacob was on the other team, and Nick was on the other team. And I had one guy with an E-Tech. So I'm going to refer to this side as snake side because I like laning the right side, even though I start to lane the left side. So I'm trying to figure out ways to say sides of the field for you guys. So I'm looking snake side right there. But yeah, again, these guys weren't as experienced. You know, they don't go out and play every single weekend like we do. Jacob and Nick had their pump, except for Aaron. So there was not necessarily new players. There was, you know, a few people from that family, and then people that have played there like 3 or 4 times, and they were just renting equipment. So they're still pretty new. They're still new. And you know, I'm just staying back center again, staying home, making sure no one really moves, protecting my team. This is a little bit of a slower footage of this game.
Hey, move down that side.
But I thought it'd be interesting to do a commentary. So anyways, in recent news, Jacob and I are going to Arizona. Comment where you want us to go. We're going to be going to Fort Adobe for sure. Maybe even Cowtown, I think it's called. We're going to Scottsdale, so narrow it down for us. And I'm just one-balling. Like I said, I'm not trying too hard with some of the newer... I knew that one of the guys that I was shooting at right there is a new player. And all of a sudden, I just hear my left side I hear the ref just saying, this Dorito's out, this Dorito's out, okay, this Temple's out, let this guy out. So I'm over here, like, thinking, you know, what the fuck is happening to my right, or my left side? So I'm looking snake side, and there's no one left on snake side. So I'm just thinking, you know, someone's going to run me down on snake side. We had all bodies up on the Dorito side. I'm looking snake side because I'm thinking, what the hell? When are they going to run down snake side? But they never did, and the whole left side got eliminated. And then Aaron appears out of nowhere, and him and I trade. And here's Aaron again. Watch this. Watch that guy's barrel. Slow-mo. Watch it. Let's slow-mo it. Boom. He nailed him right on his barrel right before the game started. He didn't mean to do it on purpose. He was just shooting across the field. You know, you take those few practice shots to figure out where you're going to shoot your lanes, and Aaron nailed him on his, right on his barrel, the tip of his barrel. I thought that was pretty cool, so I threw it in there. And I got clipped by Jacob, but it bounced off my Empire elbow pads. Woohoo! Got lucky. Now, this is a game where there was way more experienced players. This was a way more experienced, Jacob, Nick, Aaron... one of the guys I had an E-Tech, one guy had a rail. This was a big E-gun game. There was only 2 Titman people. And I see that guy, he had an auto mag. He was on my team. That was like the guy with the least experience, and he was still pretty fucking good. And I was the last one on snake side, so this was interesting. So I'm trying to stay calm, and I'm trying to rely on my Dorito side. And I know from walking the field as if... Yeah, it saves your life walking the field, let me tell you. I just know from walking the field, and thank God for that guy that moved. He made a great bump, except he didn't get there alive. He needed to get there alive. He got chewed up. He was playing home and moved to back right. Because you want to fill the side as a back player, especially as back right, or home. You want to go to the side that's struggling, and our right side was struggling for sure. So good fill, except he died. And I knew... I'm the last guy on the snake side again. And I had to rely on I had to put all my trust in my teammate on my left side, on the Dorito side, to basically hold down that Dorito side. And I knew eventually Aaron was going to come running down that snake. As you see, I'm just sitting here. I could care less. Jacob is in my mirror. I could care less about Jacob. Honestly, I could care less. I'm shooting at Jacob because I knew eventually Aaron was going to come running down that sideline. I heard his gun, shooting at back right. Has its own distinct sound, I guess you can say. So I'm sitting here waiting for him. I was just seriously posting on this lane because I had to protect my my Dorito player. Because if Aaron were to come running down, Aaron or Jacob or Nick or anyone were to come running down that snake side, and if I were to get taken out and not trade with them, then my Dorito player would end up getting demolished. And thanks for walking the field. I took 2 steps back because I knew where they were at. Because I could hear the call outs, and I knew where they were at on the left side, so I could get a better lane for when Aaron, there he is, comes running down the snake.
Son of a bitch.
And he ran me down. Good job, but we both traded each other again. So another slower game, but it picked up towards the end. It was kind of hitting a little bit of stalemate every now and then. This was a game, again, more experienced of players. And I go running off to Snake off the break. Nick had his pump. He was using his Spider Hammer 7. And I'm using my DM, of course.
Home, home!
And I'm communicating with Nick.
Right,
Jacob was on the other team.
Back right at home!
Or, yeah, Jacob was on the other team. Nick was on my team. Nick was in my back right. And I eventually, in like a couple seconds, I clip back right.
Oh, get him
I
out!
got him
Get
right
him
there.
out! Check
I
his
clipped
arm!
back
Check
right.
his
I
arm!
got his arm, and I got his
Back
hopper too.
gone.
So
Back
once
right
I saw
home.
back right go,
Back right's gone.
I kind of knew
Home.
where I could hear the
Home.
shots from and how I walked the field before this day. That I knew that the right side was kind of empty, but I get up to the first snake knuckle because I wanted to see if I could get a shot on home. I really couldn't. And there was really just the left side left, or the left side. They were the only guys left. And I knew that my right side was clear, so I decided, hey, why not? Let's just go finish the game. I go running down. There's Aaron. I shoot him like 3 times, but I shoot Jacob like at least 10. And that wasn't the end of the game. I somehow missed that guy, and I shoot him on his shoulder and take him out. So I thought it was over before it was actually over. It was like, talking to Aaron, yeah, well, having a good time. But yeah, so that's the commentary. If you like the longer footage, let us know. Going to Arizona. Thanks for watching, guys. Go like us on Facebook, and you can see where we're traveling in Arizona if you guys are in Arizona. Thanks for watching again. Peace.